all guilt, trick himself into believing he really is human.
Your programming is so faulty, my man.
He may not be just an ordinary robot, but he's certainly not human, no matter how badly he wishes it so. I made him. I want him. End of story. By God, you're as annoying as you are clever. Very well. I'll tell you what you want to know, if it helps you locate my property. The duty of this particular unit was the hunting and capturing of other escaped androids. Yes, others have escaped. It's one of the side effects of having such an advanced AI. Machines start to think for themselves, fool themselves into believing they have rights.
That sounds dangerous, Zimmer.
And so, this particular android may have believed he'd done something wrong, immoral, and wanted to forget those deeds.
I mean, first they start winding up right, next thing you know, they're hunting down all the humans.
This particular android, designation A321, is different, special, the most advanced synthetic humanoid I've ever developed.
So it's an advanced synthetic humanoid.
Like my escort Armitage there,
oh boy,
are all older models, easily replicated. But A321? It will take years to recreate him. So you see, this android must be located at all costs. The others are all acceptable losses, but A321, he is irreplaceable. Really? Someone managed to procure those here in the Wasteland? Impressive. But who out here could have the skill to use them? You're making progress, certainly. But you've got nothing more to learn from me. Get back out there.
Evening.
Hey, I'm trying to talk to you, Zimmer.
The sooner you find my...
Yes.
The Commonwealth itself is nothing but a war-ravaged quagmire of violence and despair. Inside the sealed environment of the Institute, however. But the Institute's affairs are none of your concern. Your undeveloped mind couldn't even begin to comprehend what we've accomplished. A circuit neuralizer? Here in the Wasteland? How'd they manage to get their grubby hands on one of those? Impressive. You are showing signs of intelligence and resourcefulness. You might turn out useful after all. But you're wasting time talking to me.
Information is never
Standing around
a
all
waste
day
of time.
chit-chatting isn't going to help you track... Looks to me like a giant boat ran aground and a bunch of savages moved in. History lesson over.
Alright.
Of course you do.
Yeah? Look, some of us are trying to get work done here. There have been enough disruptions recently. Anybody coming through here would have to talk to Dr. Lee. Why don't you go bother her about it? He's from up north. He was bragging about how great it is up there.
I heard Fallout 4 is near the
great.
Institute.
They can't even keep tabs on their robots.
How cool would it be to have
Later.
the Institute as a faction that you interact with?
Did you hear about the fight in the Muddy Rudder last night?
Yeah. Belle's gonna have to replace some tables and chairs.
I'm sure she'll... Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him. You're James's daughter, aren't you? What are you doing here?
We met.
You were too young to remember, and I suppose James never spoke of me. Typical. I'm Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your parents many years ago. Now I run the science lab here in Rivet City. It was all I had left. When your mother died, your father decided to leave with you. He abandoned our work. You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here. For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there.
I need to do this with a speech track, but I've seen this so many times.
Your father is no longer here, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't use that tone with me. Your father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way it would work. Predictably, he refused to listen. I'm sorry. It's in the old Jefferson Memorial.
Oh great, the place swarming with Enclave.
I suppose so. What else do you... James? He was... when... But it seemed... Yes. Your mother was... Well, she was... It was a shame that she died. Complications from childbirth. You have to understand, we were struggling with As I said, I am sorry. I'm afraid I can't go back and change the past. Okay. What do you want to... Rivet City is one of the few bastions of civil... What? Well, your father and I... But then there were... I returned here to Rivet. This is the Rivet... It's taken many long years to put our work on portable... Project Purity. It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water. The plan was to build a facility. It just turned out to be... We had the basic principles down, we understood most of the science behind it, but the radiation in the area is so pervasive. Small-scale tests were fine, but anytime we tried to test the process on a larger scale, it was just... too much. Maybe if we'd had more time... You happened. It wasn't just you, we had more problems than we could handle already, but your birth is what finally pushed it up. Your father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for, and he left. He left all of us. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore. Without their protection... Oh, that man doesn't have you looking for his pet android, does he? I've already... Look, I don't want to be harsh. I don't have the resources to support James's foolish endeavor.
My dad is one of your oldest friends. You have any gear to help me find him?
I suppose I can spare a few stim packs. It's not much, but it might make things easier for you.
Oh, believe me. Every stim pack helps.
I could tell you all about the science lab, but even though I was here near the start, I can't... It all seems like a lifetime ago. Good luck finding your father.
Behold, taking all those movement perks. Midship deck, midship deck. Preservation Society, okay.
Ted Strayer, you can chill with me. No point in getting all worked up. Lady, I only just got here. Later, dude.
Hey. Well, quite an impressive collection, isn't it? Well, don't be shy. Have a look around. Abraham Washington's the name. Curator of this little slice of American history.
It's an interesting collection indeed.
Ah, a fellow scholar, I see. Each of the documents in this room tells a small but important story about the history of the United States of America. Unfortunately, the greatest prize of all is missing from the collection.
Really? It has to be the Declaration of Independence, then.
Why, yes. Your knowledge of American history is quite impressive. What an amazing crown jewel in my collection that would be. The original document created by the people for the people.
All you had to do was ask, man.
Oh, would you? It would mean so much to me and the Society's collection here.
Look, I'd love to help, but I am always in serious need of caps. So what can you pay me for it?
You'd secure your place in history. The woman who rediscovered the Declaration of Independence. Imagine the fanfare.
Trust me, I need more than that. It's going to use so much
Sorry,
ammo.
my mind tends to wander. I will see to it that you receive a worthwhile trade. I have in my possession the only known schematic for the creation of something called the railway rifle. Bring me the Declaration.
Yeah, sure. Another
Excellent.
weapon? Always
you
useful.
won't regret it, I promise you. Imagine, you are taking part in another chapter of American history.
I mean, I consider myself a
envy
pacifist,
you.
but good God,
You
the number
can
of
find
people who
the
try to shoot
Declaration
me in
of
the face.
Independence in the ruins of the National Archives. Oh? Oh! You...
Okay.
In the the building should... It's funny now that you ask. I can tell you all about... I can't see how important it is compared to the capital's history, but...
That's multiple people have
Be
mentioned
careful.
Bannon.
The archives are infested with who knows what.
Nope. Must
There was
get
some sort of battle in the city yesterday.
over here.
The gate guard said the gunfire went on for over an hour.
That's why I'm glad I'm in here. Good old Rivet.
Efficient recycling, yes.
City.
Me too.
Now for that I actually need my science gear.
Nothing is getting through these walls.
Flamer fuel optimized. GRA. Energy cell optimized. GRA. Let's try that one. Microfusion shells optimized. Let's try that one.
Watch it, will you?
Sorry. Don't know my own speed at times. Actually, now that we're here... Five, 5.56s. Actually, that's a good question. Can the missile launcher load rockets? Can't make rockets anymore? The heck? Conversion. Missiles to rockets. No, it can't. I can load inside Rivet City. Woohoo! Game's acting up again. Great, it froze. But I can load, that's always a good sign. Will you frickin' close it? Sheesh. And we'll be right back.